everyone, welcome back. Today we are going to be working with the new January-February catalog and the cut above kits. And let me explain a little bit about the cut above kits. First of all, excuse me, welcome back, and to those of you who are new, welcome to Paper Craft Possibilities. Sorry, I just have to sing it. I don't know what it is. Anyways, these kits are great for beginners or someone who wants a real basic layout. If you just want to get some glue and you want to get a pair of scissors and you just want to get the pictures laid out. There's two different designs, two-page different designs with every kit. So I'm going to be working with one of them today, and in a couple days I will do the other one. So this is the one I'm working with today, and I'm going to show you the basics of laying it out, but then I'm going to take it a little bit, I kind of go off kilter a little and do my own thing. That's just how I roll. So let's get started. I'll roll the intro and I'll show you what does come with this kit. Here you go. Roll the intro. All right, well, welcome back. This is the cover that comes in the kit, just a simple piece of paper here, showing you one of the two-page setups, excuse me. And in the back, very basic directions. And it'll show you where to put your die cuts, which are, when I say that, are pieces of paper just cut in different shapes. So it'll show you how to do those. And down here is your second layout, which I'll work on another day. And you have everything you need to make these, including the page covers, or I call them page covers. Let's just go with that. And it'll give you all of that, show you how to do it. So all you have to do is have a scissors and some glue. So let me show what you get in that kit. So you get, these are to make little mats for pictures if you want. If you don't know what pictures you want to use yet, then they give you photo holders. And as you'll see here, it just says place photo here. It's 4x6. There's 3x4s. I think there's a 4x4 in here. So however many pictures it's showing you in that cover that I had just flipped across the screen, that's how many photo holders you have. And then however many mats that they're showing that you probably want to use, it'll give you that also. Then here are your die cuts, and they come on a tear apart sheet like this. And as you'll see, they're punched out, which makes it really nice. Stick that aside for a moment and get that out of the way. And here are some more. I did pull this one off today to use on the page that we're doing, but here are some flowers. Here's just some strips, and these are stickers. And the trick with using stickers is if you want to be able to move them around a little on the page and experiment, and they call it audition as to where you want it on the page, just take this off. And I use some baking soda most of the time and just put on the back of these, and that will allow you to move them around on the page. Then here are two of the sheets. Put them like this, that you would use for a two-page layout. And what's nice here is this looks, if you just look at it, quickly, this looks like these are raised pieces of paper on these sheets, and they're not. As you can tell when I rub across it, it's just one page or two pages. So, and this looks like splatters here, which we will often do on scrapbook pages or on cards. This is already laid down for you, so you don't need to worry about that. Then here are the two pages I'm going to be working with today. And they are completely identical, which I like. And as you'll see, going back to this, here is the picture. Now, as I mentioned when we first started this, I've kind of done my own thing. What's new? So let me lay down what I have already and explain to you what I will be documenting today. So my husband and I made a trip back in, I think it's 2013 when I looked up the dates, and we went to Balboa Park. We used to live in San Diego, and Balboa Park is one of those places in San Diego, if you've never been, you have to go. When I say a park, it's really not a park. It's a lot of museums, a lot of fountains, a lot of phenomenal architecture, which brings me to this picture. This is what you'll find when you go into Balboa Museum. And you just walk around, you spend the whole day there. There is a greenhouse, going back to this picture of my husband. This is all, I mean, this is huge. This goes this way a lot more and this way a lot more. And there's a reflection pond, which I don't have a picture of here. And then all of these flowers in this greenhouse. And you'll often see a lot of artists sitting there with easels, making beautiful pieces of artwork. So if you ever get a chance, and also in there, there's a photography museum, there's a science museum, there's a space museum. So well worth a day to go visit, and even just to walk around and take a picnic. It's phenomenal. So today I'm going to be working with these photos. And as you will see, these came with, I had shown you some blue mats, and I decided to do my own thing. So what I've done here is I've double matted these, and I've got a white mat, which is the daisy white, and then I have what's called our Sundance cardstock. So I'm going to be using that today. In this photo, if we go back to it, it has, let me pull this back out again. Bear with me, I'm over here on the side of my desk. It has these other papers that they want you to use, and I just didn't think that this pink tone worked with my photo, so I'm going to use that on another page. So I went ahead and I'm going to delete that from my design, but if you wanted to go right off of what they want you to do, you would be using these strips. So let me place down my photos and let's see how this looks. I think I want to do that. That's my hubby. I want to be doing some titles over here. That won't give me enough room to do the titles. So I think I might lay these over each other up in this corner. We'll have to see how that goes. Let's see. And then this big old picture of the museum itself, I'm thinking about laying it a little sideways. I like that. So, well, let me see. Move this down a little. Let me get this glued down and I'll be right back with you. All right, while we were off screen, I did some cutting with my Cricut and I kind of figured out what I want to do with the title and a few other things that come with the kit and not with the kit. So I wanted to show you this piece first. This is called Show the World, or it's what it says is Show the World. And I'm going to just stick that under here a little. I tried not to smush my pictures down too much. And you probably want to avoid putting tape too close to the edges on your pictures when you're using a scrapbook because you might want to add some fun stuff to it. So I think I like that under there. And then I had found, let me pull out my goodies over here. If you've been to Balboa Park, let me know. We also spent some time more recently in the Chinese, what is it? The Japanese garden there. And oh my gosh, if you're a photographer, you're gonna go crazy down there. You do have to pay a small fee to get in there, but if you're a photographer, well, or if you just want to relax, it's well worth it. So these were part of my stash. And I'm thinking I might want to use these over in here. Can you see that? Just these are like little rickracs, or for those of you who aren't as old as I am, just some little squirrely lines back in the day when I was littler. We used to use rickrack on a lot of clothes. Then I found these in my stash, and I think I want to use these. Okay, who knows what I'm going to spell here? What do you think? It's like a game of spaced the way I want it and put a dot there to put those down. Would have been a lot better, because what I did is once I laid this down, I forgot to put the A. So we're going to do the K together, and I can show you how I inked that up. Not hard at all. And then on the 2013, again, I layered it up, 3 of them, and I did follow my pattern here. On the October 2013, I put a little dot in pencil up above each letter and number and put that down. Is it perfect? No, but it gets the point across. I think, my confession, besides the A, is when I was putting the letters on, I dropped one of the letters on here and I got glue on my picture. So before I take some still shots, I'm going to go back and reprint this picture and just lay it on top of this one. No one will know. And when doing these letters, it is like imperative that you have some of these reverse tweezers. I use these things literally on almost every card or scrapbook page I make. So let me show you. Let me get my craft mat out real quick. And then we'll go back to those pages. So on these, I'm going to use the 3 different layers I told you about. And there's only a need to ink the top layer. Excuse me, I'm turning around again. This is a Sundance ink from Close to My Heart. And you only need to do 1 layer. So I'm gonna, and I want it darker on the bottom and lighter on the top. So you kind of want to come in with a heavy hand to begin with. And then just kind of, I don't want any direct lines. I kind of want it to just ease off on the color the higher it gets. So there's that. Let me clean off my brush again. You all have seen my trick here. I know you have. I just do this on some paper towels. I keep them right by my desk. I do this until my brush comes off clean, or it's not going to ever be clean because it's, you know, got ink that I've used on it, but there's be nothing coming off. So then what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to layer these up, and you're going to see that I've done 2 because I just wanted to show you how I had done that. So let's see. Let's put that one on the bottom. We'll put this one in the middle, and you want to definitely use your glue ink, listen to me, your liquid glue, because you want it to have a little bit of wiggle room. They're never going to be perfect, so don't expect that. And you kind of scoot them around until you like what it looks like. And then we're going to do 1 more.